Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beer Review. So, on a beautiful day in November, not a bad day today actually, rained for about 2 minutes, but the rest of the day, pretty damn decent, good day to work in. And as a gardener, I appreciate the warmer days and sunny days. Sunny days, just breathe, just make me feel so good. You know, it's amazing how good the sun is to make you feel happier, you know, a wet, miserable day, but anyway, we're going over to Wiltshire, to Mr. Bruno's Beer Reviews country. And not only is it his part of the world, but it's who he's the head brewer for. So it's one of Harry's beers. And the first of the beers in bottles, I did review the one that was in mini keg, because obviously I'd cracked open the mini keg. It was for holiday. Yes. So this is a Belapur, if that's how it's pronounced, or Belapur. India Pale Ale, 5.5%. And now I have got a Ramsbury Brewery glass because I bought one. And you know, can't find it for love and the money. It'll be around somewhere. The problem is now, literally, I've got that many glasses that whenever I want to do a beer review, I can't find the glasses that I really want. So let's crack it open and let's see how it cooks, see how the cookie crumbles. And we'll have it in a Thornbridge glass then. Here we go. Nice little bit of smoke there on the initial pour. So the good fellow Harry met me at the brewery, gave us a brewery tour, and what an absolute star he is. You know, truly decent bloke. Used to live in Nottingham. Knows all about a bubbles massage. I'm not sure if he does actually. I remember joking about it with him. I didn't even know there was a bubbles massage until one day I'm going back. Bubbles massage? What's that then? And then I did some Googling, as you do. And yeah, it's funny. Yeah. I don't tell you anything more, but Google bubbles massage Nottingham if you're up for a laugh. Anyway, India Pale Ale, this is brewed with 5 hops for flavour. This award-winning IPA is a careful mixture of something malted barley. Can't read it because it right where that is, it's been scratched. The bottle has. From the Ramsbury estate and hops from all over the world to create a unique and complex taste. It's how IPA was originally formulated to survive the journey to British troops stationed in India. And crafted from plough to pint. I love that. I love that the owners of Ramsbury Brewery made their own, is it barley? Yeah. And, you know, I've been down and it's an amazing place. They do brewery tours. They've got a distillery on site. Got a fantastic shop. Loads of beer. Loads of merch. Food. Gin. It's well worth, if you're in that area of Wiltshire, it's well worth a visit. So as we can see, crystal clear, golden pour. The head's already dissipated. It was a little white head. Cheers all. Looking forward to this. Definitely citrus on the nose. Ooh. Nice twangy citrus flavour. Slight earthiness that popped up there. And yeah, ever since, obviously, I knew that Harry was Mr. Ramsbury Brewery head brewer. I wanted to get his beers, but you know, there's so many breweries and you forget and all these other things. So going down to Salisbury, I looked and I thought, well, Wiltshire's there, Salisbury's there. It's only a short slant going one way and then back in again. So yeah, that's to be done. Ooh. And let the air get to it. It tastes like a proper IPA. None of this, these days every IPA is... I'm surprised there's not a raggy IPA out there somewhere, because there's an IPA for every other thing. Black IPAs, red IPAs, South Pacific IPAs. You get where I'm coming from. There's so many different IPAs and that cold IPA. It is what it is, I suppose. It's nice for an IPA to actually mean India Pale Ale, rather than the IPA is just something to add on to some made up version of IPA. Always tickles me, because an IPA is an India Pale Ale. So a black IPA, a black India Pale Ale. Or then there's the South Pacific India Pale Ale. And you think to yourself, what's that got to do with that? You might as well just call it a South Pacific Ale. Pale Ale. And just miss out the I. Oh. So, cracking day at work today. Albeit, I felt rough this morning. I drank something last night and it did not agree with me. Beer or something else. But yeah, it did not agree with me. And for the first few hours at work, I was not feeling good. It was like a nasty hangover. And as much as I love drinking beer, I absolutely hate hangovers or feeling rough the next morning. And my Achilles heel is the fact that I have anxiety. And because I have anxiety, quite bad anxiety to be fair, that it can make, even if there's nothing from the beer the following morning, it can make me feel like there is, because of anxiety. So anxiety plus a bit of an hangover can make it double or triply worse. And the best thing for me is not to think about it, and then it disappears quite quickly. But yeah, good morning's activities, planting. At the Newark site, I'm enhancing all the beds I've put in. I've changed some of the beds, flower beds that is. I'm changing things around. I'm doing little new herbaceous, new herb garden at the back of an existing shrubbery. I've got my secret garden. I've got a kitchen garden. I've got so many little plans and stuff, and it's I absolutely love what I do. It's the plans I've got, I'm just going to keep going for it until I win. It's all about winning. I'm at least trying to improve, and and for people who get married there or have events there, for them to come and see and go, wow, that's nice. That's what I want. I want people to enjoy the work I put into the site, and a lot of hard work. But it's worth it if people enjoy it, obviously. I'm only ever going to keep going further. And this is the year. This is the winter. I'm already prepping the winter. I'm already prepping to do so much to this secret garden idea I've got. Basically, it's right at the back of the site. It's a 9-acre site, the Newark site is. And I've planted a cherry laurel hedge. I don't really like cherry laurels, but they serve a purpose. Eventually, I'm going to let it grow to 6 foot and then keep a lid on it, stop it growing any bigger. and I want you to walk in, and you won't see the garden until you go round, because the hedge is going to wrap round. So there's the hedge going that way, and there's the hedge there, and then there's a bit that goes like that. There's a bit that goes like that. So you've got to walk in and around, and then it's like, wow, that's what I want. I want the wow factor. I'm going to flood it with plants of all colours. I'm going to have little walkways where people can walk around. Put something on the floor. I'll use weed killer to start off with because there's no other thing. But use something like hay and even leaves. Leaves like that thick, and and just have walkways where people can walk around and just enjoy something special, something magical. In the back of a woodland where you would never expect it. And that's what I'm going to do. And will it happen? Yes, it's going to take about 3 years for the plants to grow, for the hedge to grow. The rest of it will grow quite quickly as long as the rabbits leave it alone, little swines. Rabbits and blooming pheasants. Pheasants are buggers as well because they dig your plants up, they do. But I'm just going to, as much colour as I can put in. And next door to the secret garden, I've got the kitchen garden. And the kitchen garden, I'm expanding this year to probably double the amount of beds. And I'm going to use that to grow raspberries, rhubarb, strawberries, and some herbs there. But mainly like pumpkins and butternut squash for the kitchen to use. And it's utilising space that was just a weedy mess. It was all weeds and overgrown and nothing. And it's nice because I'm seeing it develop into something amazing. Oh, you can't beat it. You just can't beat that changing something and making something new. And the woodland itself, I've made a woodland walk to the back of it. So before it was just overgrown with nettles, brambles, and I battered it all down, and the brambles grow back. But each year now, I'm just battering it down. At the end of December, beginning of January, is once the oak leaves drop, that's when I'll go in with a strimmer, batter it all down. Because then in the spring months we get the bluebells and daffodils. But I've got walkways now. I've got free walkways for people to walk around. In years to come, I want to, get areas in there and grow things like poppies and wildflowers. And there's loads of different fungi growing now. So, for somebody who loves nature, it's absolutely so rewarding. That's the plans. That's only part of my ethos there. And, it's a 9-acre site. And once I've conquered one area, and then I conquered another area, and then I'll just keep going. And a bit like Walt Disney, his ethos was, it's an ever-changing, ever-improving. What you'd think of Disney these days, well, there you go. But ever-changing, ever-improving, and always thinking out the box, new ideas. And by chatting, the bears have time to breathe now, which is always the way. People say, oh, you witter, you click. But there's a method in the madness. You've got to give the time for the bear to breathe and then experience it. Once the air's got to it, and once it's changed a little bit. And the aroma, that citrusy aroma, is becoming more stronger now. It's really developed. Whoa, proper kick to it now. Like I say, it's got a strong citrusy. I'd say there was a hint of pine there. I'm not sure if there is, but that's what I'm getting. it's really got an intensive kick to it when the air gets to it. Ooh. Amazing, isn't it? The world of beer. How beer can change for those first few minutes, then letting it breathe, and a ramping of the intensity from that beer itself. Cracking brewery, like I said, I went down, got a great tour of the brewery from Harry. Got a good range of different beers. I know that they're bringing different beers out. For the winter, stouts and stuff. Ooh. Do you know something? And I've said this many, many times before. I'm just as happy drinking what is generally classed as a modern traditional beer, as is something from the craft beer breweries out there. And this delivers a stunning IPA. I'd like to know what other people out there have had it and what you think. I know that the likes of Benjamin, who's a good friend of the beer community, not just my channel, but watches most channels, that he really recommended to me the Ramsbury beers, and they certainly have delivered. This certainly has delivered tonight. Belapur. Keep getting messages, that's why I'm doing that to me head. But yeah, a fantastic IPA that sticks to tradition and delivers an intense twanginess. It's a reward for taking your time with the beer. By all means, when you crack open the bottle, sip that beer, get the first flavour, let it breathe for a minute or two, get another, let it breathe for 10 minutes and see what happens. It's not about, and I know, I sound like I'm preaching. It's not about 4-minute beer reviews, but it really isn't. A little bit of conversation, and yeah, really nice beer. Ooh. It just sets me up lovely for the evening. Work from 7:15 till gone 5, so even in this time of the year, and then I came home, did half an hour in the garden. Yep, in the dark with a light on. I got a little floodlight thing that I bought when I was at work, when I first started working, and I'm using that. I'm digging my garden up to take to work, to donate plants to work. Reason is, my garden grows at an amazing rate, and I want my workplace, because it's my workplace, my stamp, to look as amazing as possible. So I'm gifting, thousands of pounds worth of plants. If it's your workplace and it's you would, wouldn't you? We all do things that above and beyond. But yeah, would I drink this again? Hell yes. An amazing, amazing beer. Out of 5. Well. Obviously, don't know the beer, know the brewer, obviously. Know the brewer. Didn't know the beer from beforehand. Never read up on beers. Why would you? I just like a good beer. It absolutely smashed it. Fantastic. Modern traditional beer. The reward is to let it breathe and let it air, to get that intense, that lovely twanginess. Out of 5 for me. Not that scores really matter, as you damn well know. Good 4.6 out of 5. A stunning beer. And that's my review. Thank you for everyone that watches and comments. If you've had this beers, let me know. If you've had them on cask, let us know, or keg even. If they are on keg, that I don't know. You know, I assume they're on cask, but and you know, it is what it is. And that's it for this review. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon.